This is the BeyondSIX channel. Welcome to the one-to-one sessions. We hope you all enjoy.
Done what it said on the tin, didn't it?
I'll eat my jacket potatoes.
Yeah, doing potatoes. So either blah blah blah. I hadn't really talked to you in that bit, so no, that was a bit I'd missed out. No, you didn't ever look like you was in pain. Not seriously.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I've had people come back to me who's watched clips of bits like when I was making you run, and we videoed it for. I videoed it for more people.
I will say though, in your defence, I was the one that actually said, I think we need to run a bit of it as well. Yeah. And you went, yeah, the downhills or the flats, will give it a little jog. And I actually did say yes. Because I remember I think it was Mick who said to me, you know, you've only got 6 hours left. And I was like, come on then, Mark. And then we run out of the car park and we run right. But it was actually left where we should have got. So we kind of stopped and then kind of like sneaked past the group.
But the part was, up to then, I was going on. I said, as we just threw our kit back on, and you were standing in front of me, and Mick had briefed you or something, and someone had said that was the direction when it was actually left, and so I just got, let's go. So I just went, let's go. I ran in the corner and went, that's the sea. Yeah. That's not the right way, is it? It's over there. You sort of snuck past behind them.
Tried to creep.
You ran back, but behind them, like, and then go back down the hill.
And I think we put up a really motivational, off they go to finish, and we run.
And anyone who watched that video would have gone, why are they running down there? What are they going to Brighton for? They've still got a bit further to go.
That was fun. Again, little moments like that, they do make it easier because you laugh and you just get on with it, and then you have a chat about it, and it helps.
Yeah, I was determined to move because I think just before we left, someone said to me, if you don't pick your speed up, you've been a bit slow the last couple of junctions, you're never going to finish it in time. And I'm like, what?
You really slowed down that last bit. I was like,
slow down? The 3 people fell out.
That was tough, mate. That little bit was funny, really tough.
Yeah, it was. Actually, see, it's funny how when the 3 guys, and I said I love them to bits, you know that, but it's funny how when they left, suddenly it got harder again.
Oh, it was
like they knew it was coming. Yeah. So subliminally they knew, or they went out and dug bigger hills.
The hills were and I never realised that until it was about 2 weeks ago. Actually, I looked on Strava, or it was someone put it up on the internet, and it showed the.
Yeah, it's on our thing as well. Mapping, RS mapping.
The end of it is just
it's like. Because every time we got on top of the hill, you thought that was the hill. Your mate said that was the one you could see.
Right. So
I jumped in too early.
No, you haven't. Because I finished today Ross Edgley's book about the swim around Great Britain, and he actually talks about that. And there was a guy, I think he was a prisoner of war, something Stanton, I think his name was, and he basically spoke about how he got through being captured. And he said he just took day by day. He didn't think of, we're going to be out by Christmas. We're going to be out by Easter. We're going to be out. Because all you're doing is setting yourself up for, what would you call it? A bit of a knock.
It's a disappointment, isn't
it? A disappointment. Yeah. And then that's when they give up.
Yeah, it's a negative. So.
And it's like you said, it's the same thing. In the end, you said, Rory, stop saying it's the top of every hill because it is going to get you eventually. Along the lines of, you said. But I literally read that in the book today, and that's exactly what I went through. That's exactly what I was doing. Every hill I was getting up, because I remember Tristan saying that you can see the horse track from the top of the hill, and we got up the biggest hill, and I couldn't see anything but hills.
You got to top your face. You got to top of the hill, and that was a monster hill.
That was the worst. That was the worst one.
The yellow brick road one.
Yeah, the yellow brick road.
Yeah, with the poke with them.
I think that was called Bignor Hill.
I think it's Bignor Hill. It's something to do with the monastery monk thing that went up. Yes, very well. So we got to the top of that hill, and your face. And literally, I went over the top, and I didn't say nothing. And you come up behind me on a slightly different trajectory as me, didn't you? You come up to the right of me, and you went, can't see no race course.
I must admit, that broke my heart a bit, because I was struggling then. I was really struggling then.
Just to go back to anyone who you haven't heard this, but I can see the whole route and the conversation in my head, even though Rory can't remember it.
Well, I can't remember anything.
If we go back before we got to that, because actually we could see that hill that we had to climb from the other bit because there's a point where we
Yeah.
turn around at the prison.
I remember.
When we had the conversation there about the prison, you turn by the prison, and Rory said to me later. So I keep referring to Rory as Epic or Rory. I can never remember which one his real name is. It's just some bloke I met and walked out for a walk with once. He remember talking to me later. I think he might have said it there. No, he didn't say it there. He said it afterwards. He said, that's when I hit the wall. And if anyone's walked past that bit of route, there's a massive prison wall. And I think I fell over when he said that. I was just the stupidest thing. So I kind of think, well, you could never have got over that wall. The way you looked.
Oh, don't. It did break.
That's when I told you shoelaces.
Because again, yeah, that was it. It just felt like it just went on and on, and then I hit the wall. And then we had a laugh about that. And then we saw that massive hill that we got up to. And another bit that really got on my nerves was when you went, we need to hit that pylon. We need to get to that pylon, or there was a mast or something. Hey, it's just miles away. Everything seemed just miles and miles away. But yeah, every hill I went up, I thought this has got to be it. Because you seem to go up, and then you think, you've got to see it, because that's quite high. So you've got to see the track from there. And then you got up there, and then you saw just fields and paths and trees. And
because that is, if anyone knows the area, the main road that runs between Brighton and Eastbourne is the south of you, and the north of you is the road that runs from Eastbourne to probably higher up. But it's like a little triangle of hills, and it literally is. I've looked at it again on GPS, and I've looked at it from road to road because I tried to get back there in the car to go and have a look at it, to take some pictures, because I don't think we took very good pictures of it. Yeah. And it's difficult to get to. And it is just hills, and I can remember your face. It's just so funny to see your face. Because, actually, you could have probably seen London from the height of this hill. We couldn't see no racecourse. It's like, racecourse got to be bigger than this. I'm just sitting there going, got to go that way. Just go that way. I mean, there was a couple of times where we went that way, but really we should have gone that way. But that was funny. But
I'm definitely going to go back to that hill though, because I mean, I thought
that's a great hill.
It is.
We marched up that hill quick as well, considering how steep.
But again, it's you played a part in that, Mark, because like, how can I put it?
The ropes.
Yeah. That piggyback you gave me up that hill.
Yeah, sorry. So 109
that
kilometres.
Was it was just little things you were saying. Come on, we just got to get up it. And you was right. I did genuinely. If you put it really bluntly, you've just got to get up it. But they was. I mean, I'm not blowing my own trumpet by no means, but it must show my mentality of how badly I wanted to do it. Because I was literally saying to you, I've just got to get up it. In the end, I was saying, I've just got to get up it.
No, your words were, I think, just after. So if you suggested that you hit the wall at the wall.
That's a new word for the dictionary, that one. Suggested.
Anyone who wants to buy Hughesy's dictionary, which it's going to be vetted by Epic Rory, will be on sale at Woolworths and W.H. Smith's and other stores. Woolworths still open?
You was no, it's not.
So yes. So when you hit the wall at the wall, all right, your saying was, "This has got to get done. This has got to that.
I've got no other choice.
You've got to get done." And it wasn't an ego thing. It wasn't. It was just, look, I'm this far now. I can see.
Yeah.
But you also knew that if something did go wrong, you wouldn't have to stop.
Yeah, absolutely.
We discussed this in conversation.
The only thing I think that could have possibly have gone wrong there, that would have really stopped me, would have been if obviously, everyone knows my meniscus was torn a few months back, and that would have been the only thing that really got in the way of me finishing it, because I was wary of it. When Rishi said about changing the boots, I was like, actually, this could, if I roll my right ankle, would it pop my right knee out? So that would have been the big one that would have just really crashed, in crashed.
But you did all right. You got up the hill.
Got up the hill.
You got up the hill. Well,
got up them.
Couple of hills.
And then I think a family come to us, didn't they? Can you remember the family?
Help us.
And she said, we walked past, and I said, excuse me, I was completely delirious by then. Excuse me, is Brighton Racecourse just behind that hill? And she went, well, it's a couple of kilometres. She said a couple, and it was way more than that. She said a couple of kilometres, then we went into a nice big field full of balls.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. You was wearing a nice fluorescent red T-shirt.
No, I think you need to step back a bit. Where we walked into a field of bulls and cows, and I think there's some pictures
that
still.
were gravitating
They
towards
they were pincer movements on us. There was definitely inbound, and we were walking along, and you go, I think we should pick up speed a bit. I went, yeah, okay then, because we felt like we were being squashed.
Yeah, it felt like that.
And then I went, oh, and you went, you're wearing a red shirt, aren't you? I was like, oh yeah. I had the bright red epic shirt. So anyone who wants the bright red epic shirt and wants to walk through bulls,
don't walk anywhere.
Don't do it, because they do like it a lot, and they followed us through the gate.
That was pretty intense, that bit, but it helped us speed up.
Yeah, it would. Well, yeah.
I'll definitely speed up.
We were running down the hill at one point, and then we slowed down because we spoke to that couple or family, whatever. And I said, for anyone who understands women's conversation, it's not sexist. The woman was probably right. She said a couple of kilometres, but us men keep lying to women about size and distances.
Yeah.
So she's forgiven.
But she did say a couple, and I thought, I'm there. This is it.
But what is this?
And then couple? I know. Well, we were saying 4 kilometres throughout the whole 100 kilometres.
Yeah.
And then we kind of got through the field of bulls, and then we ended up going up a nice little swift hill that wasn't even that big, and that was the hill that Tristan said you can see
no.
And we saw it. We did see that.
On the
and it was about 100 miles.
Yeah, in a different direction.
Southwest.
Yeah. So we realised then we were in Snowdon, and Epic's map hadn't worked.
But that was it. That was the hill we were saying. We literally just crept around. And then we was there, but
I was back there recently. I went to that the small town that's by that area, because they remember that's the area we need to go to.
And that seemed miles away.
Yeah, we did actually. I talked to you about this. I said, have you ever noticed when you fixate on an object in front of you, and you look down and look up again, it never seems to get any closer.
No.
I said, stop looking down, looking up at it, just walk towards
it. And I think that was where, I'm sure that was where, I think it was the hill that we went up, and we turned left instead of going forward, where you said that would be cheating going that way.
Yes.
When actually that was
the right
route.
Yeah, so even I can make mistakes, and I admit it.
It's all about being honest.
I blame Dion and Rich for that.
Yeah, and my map.
Actually, it was an incident where I said, that's cheating, that route. And then carried on. Why did I pick that one route out? I don't know. So in my head, I knew it must have been something important. And then we walked along. And your face was...
I know, yeah. I mean, that was a slap of all slaps.
It was a great slap, though.
I just thought, oh my God, I've got to walk all the way. It won't be... When you look back, it actually wasn't that far, Mark.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't.
And it got some great photos.
And really nice photos. And there was a bit of history involved with that.
Yeah, it was. I remember
There was a castle-looking, a white building or something.
And there was some other thing. We had a conversation about it because we looked at it on the map.
And I said, I've got to sit down. I can't move.
Did we not have
5 minutes? We sat there for. I said, I've got to sit down 5 minutes.
I didn't eat one of your sweets then, did I? It was later, or was it before? Before. By the way, I'm going to give a health warning to anyone who wants to be a plant-based. I'm taking up plant-based. Well, started to. I'm like a 50cc when it comes to plant-based. I'm slow moving. But anyone who wants to eat sweets that are plant-based, they're dangerous. Don't do it. Rory explains to you why.
We had a bit of a sugar rush. I think. Well, I had quite a few. But Mark said, have you got any sweets? I said, yeah, I've got some. They're gelatin-free. And he bit on it and broke his tooth. And it wasn't even hard. Thanks for watching. Please hit the like and subscribe button. And we'll see you all soon.